All right, just did my Leaf video. If you want to enjoy that, enjoy that. So, yes, anyone can tell I'm in a really fantastic mood. If I had, at the end of the day, it's nearly the New Year's. It's over the Christmas holidays. I got a rum and egger here that I'm trying to, have after a horrible Leaf game, but try to enjoy the darts at least. But before I get into the predictions for tomorrow, by the way, I hit one of my parlays. Gary Anderson beat Boris Kirschmar. Get into the games today. Damon had a Barry Van Peer. I apologize. Barry Van Peer should have had him. I'm not impressed with Hedda. You'll see that on my bet tomorrow. I don't know what's happened with Hedda. It's tough to explain. Hedda's definitely a consistent player. Stats-wise, looks great. Definitely worse stats than he had last year in terms of win percentage, very close. A little bit better on TV this year, but there's this attitude that's grown over Hedda that's just, I don't think, serving him very well. I don't know what it is. He's starting to try to have this personality, I think, this year, where he's coming out with different... He's saying he's having it to have fun, but that's his real personality, man. I don't want to hang out with the dude. Not that he wants to hang out with me, to be honest with you, but... And at the end of the day, his darts have, to me, have been worse than what it was last year when he was just going out and throwing it and he wasn't trying to show this personality. But anyways, he got the win over Barry Van Peer. I lost my other parlay with Rutowski losing to Johnny Clayton. Again, I thought Johnny was poor, but Rutowski couldn't hit a double. Same thing for Jim Williams over RVB. I had picked RVB. So anyways, I went 4 for 6 yesterday, which gives me a 13 for 18 record in the third round, plus 2 games in the fourth round. I'm actually 2 for 2 in the fourth round, but interesting to see that, but again, it's the doubles. I didn't think Van Barneveld played very well, but when he needed his doubles, he did. And when Williams needed to hit a double, he didn't. If you look at the stats during the year, Williams was a better double hitter. But Williams didn't really play good in this tournament. I mean, he got through to the third round, but at the end of the day, he played way better than he did in this tournament. Gary Anderson, Boris Kirschmar, the 161 by Boris Kirschmar. I'm looking at my parlay going, oh, man. Boris, what are you doing? Of course, I'm never going to challenge the big man on that, but Gary Anderson's just class. And as I said before, I picked the winner of the Anderson price to get to the final to play Luke Humphries. There won't be a Price Anderson match, but I guess Anderson's going to have the Anderson Dolan match, and I suspect that Anderson's going to have a good run here and get to the final. MVG Bunting, I called it. Take a look back at my video yesterday. Bunting folds like a cheap tent when he plays a top player. It is what it is. I'm not trying to, seems like a nice guy. Stephen Bunting seems like a nice guy. But it's really interesting to me that anytime he plays a top 5, 6 player, Gerwin Price is top 6. Anytime Stephen Bunting plays Michael Van Gerwen, he loses. Anytime he plays Peter Wright, he loses. Anytime he plays on a big TV. No, I'm not saying on the stage, like on the floor. We're talking big TV tournaments. Anytime he plays Gerwin Price, he loses. Anytime he'll play Luke Humphries, he loses. Anytime he plays Nathan Aspinall, he loses. That's what Stephen Bunting does. He doesn't beat the big players. He mops up with players less than him, but he does not beat the big names. I think he's got to look in the mirror. I don't know what it is, but he didn't play well. Now, Van Gerwen, at the end of the day, Stephen Bunting should have been 2 sets up. But you get to the last leg, and Bunting throws a 60 to start off his own leg on his throw. You can't do that against Michael Van Gerwen. You got to bet. The people that take out Michael Van Gerwen are the people that can hang with him and hit the 140s when you need to. He talks about doing the right things at the right time. I think it's more important than that. He gets people to do the wrong things at the wrong time. Bunting didn't show up. I'm not surprised. I called it yesterday. And Dobie Smith, obviously I called Dobie. I saw someone said that the odds were even in UK. They were absolutely in Dobie's favor in Canada. I had a chance to, well, and that's why I didn't bet. Dobie at one point was minus 138. That's why I didn't take Dobie, even though I thought Dobie was going to win. I didn't want to take Smith because I didn't think Smith was going to win. But Dobie was minus 138. I think it ended up closer together, though, because at one point I could have cashed out for a little bit more than what I had, but obviously I didn't take it, and I probably should have. Anyways, now I've got a bet for tomorrow, and I'll go through my predictions for tomorrow. So the first one up, Scott Williams against Damon Hedda. Again, I talked about Damon Hedda. Scott Williams seems to play better on the stage. Damon Hedda plays worse on the stage. Scott Williams will, at the end of the day, he's a showman. He's going to hit, some big scores. Hedda's just consistent. I'll give him that. He's consistent. I like an upset here. Plus, I'm getting fantastic odds for Scott Williams. And really, at the end of the day, I think it's a pick'em game. And if it's a pick'em game and I'm getting a plus 160, sorry, what was my odds for this one? I should probably have that available. But I'll give you my odds for this game. Or the odds that I got for the game. I don't know what the game is at right now. Let me just check out. So right now I've got, and I did make a good chunk of change in my 5-team parlay, so I'm using that. I've got Scott Williams at plus 175. Yes, please. So, I'm good with those odds. Plus 175, I'll take it. Next game up, so I've got Williams to win this one 4-2. Next game up, Daryl Gurney, Dave Chisno. At the beginning, I thought Daryl Gurney was going to have a run. He still seems to have a run in him, which is fantastic. I think he's going to get through Dave Chisno. I haven't liked Dave Chisno's game at all for about probably the last 3 months. I like Daryl Gurney to take this one. I didn't like his comments about being tired, because he shouldn't be tired after a 6-leg set, but I'm sure he's energized. He's got a chance to take out Chisno. I think he's got to like where he is at. And I like Gurney to take this one 4-3. Again, I'm going to take Gurney on my 3-team parlay with Scott Williams, and I'm getting plus 130 for Daryl Gurney. Again, I'm getting what I think is the better player in the game, or better form, plus 130. I'll take it. Next game up, Rob Cross against Johnny Clayton. I'm not betting on this game because I think Rob Cross is going to win it, and I don't like the odds. I didn't like Johnny Clayton's game. I liked the way that Rob Cross was. I didn't like his first game, but I liked how he really cleaned up in the last 3 sets in his last game. He's going to average in the 95, 96. I don't think Johnny's going to be able to hang with that. This is a different class than what Johnny Clayton's played so far. Rob Cross to win this one 4-2. And then Gary Anderson is probably licking his chops, getting Dolan instead of Price. I loved Gary Anderson's comments today on Luke Littler. I usually disagree with Gary Anderson. Go back through my videos. Even though he's a Scottish guy, I usually disagree with him. Yipping and yapping about tables and water and Mensur Suljovic or whatever. But I definitely agree with him about what's happening with Luke Littler. I think it's a disgrace that the media is what they're doing to this kid. Again, I think the kid's awesome. I love watching him, but he's on every single TV. Now they're going to call him the Prince of the Palace. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute goddamn disgrace what they're doing to this kid. I don't know what it is about the UK market that does this nonsense. The kid's good. He's 16. I'm going to get into the bet a little bit later because there's a great bet on that one. But anyways, I'll just give Gary Anderson, well done, sir. I couldn't agree with you anymore. And I think he'll take out Brendan Dolan 4-1. And I like Anderson for a run to the final here. It's set up for him to do that. The next game up is with the one I just talked about, RBB Littler. There was a question today to Gary Anderson. Are you going to get Littler in the quarterfinal? He ain't getting Littler in the quarterfinal. He's playing Raymond Van Barneveld. Now, Raymond Van Barneveld, yes, has shown the mope face. He had the bullcrap retirement run. All the nonsense. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big Raymond Van Barneveld fan. I don't enjoy his charisma or whatever it may be. But Luke Littler's a 16-year-old kid who's awesome. You just heard it from me. He's a 16-year-old kid who's awesome, who I've just learned has been doing interviews. He's going to soccer games. He's on his bloody media, just like another dude named Josh Rock. What happened to Joshy this year? It's not good. If you want players to succeed, let them play darts. No, this kid's going to games with his family, and he got his family waving in the crowd. Yay, look at me. I'm with my son. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. Shouldn't the kid be practicing? He's about to play Raymond Van Barneveld, and I'm not joking when I say this. I am getting plus 162 on a Raymond Van Barneveld bet. Plus 162 for a 5-time world champion taking on a 16-year-old. In an alley-pally stage. Am I missing something here? I'm happy. Trust me, I'm happier than a pig, and you know what? Because plus 162 for RVB over Luke Littler. Please and thank you. Let's be fair. The first game against Christian Kiss, yes, impressive. Second game, Gilding should have took him to the last set. Should have got him in the last set. He missed doubles. Matt Campbell should have beat him should have made 2-2 in sets, but he missed doubles. This kid did not run over Matt Campbell. This kid did not run over Andrew Gilding. I don't care what you say. Watch the goddamn game. It could have gone a different way. Raymond Van Barneveld's been up there. I guarantee you he's fired up for this game. And I guarantee he wipes the floor with this kid. And it's no problem. Luke Littler should walk away with a smile on his face. But he can't now because he's already been touted to win this whole tournament. So if he loses tomorrow, he's not going to it's going to take him a while to recover from it. It shouldn't take him a while to recover from it. He's in the 4th round of a world championship at 16. There's nothing wrong with that. But the media's playing it up that, he's going to play Gary Anderson next. They asked Gary Anderson a question, what's it going to be like to play Luke Littler in the quarterfinal? You got to get there. Raymond Van Barneveld ain't a walkover. Now, if Luke Littler wins, I'll be cheering him on. But what's going to happen to this kid? What's going to happen? Do you want me to go through the names? Because I know someone posted on, Gary, you talked about 10 years of players. Would you like me to go through the names? Chris Dolby was supposed to be the next coming of Christ. Like 10 years ago. He's finally coming back. Josh Payne. Aaron Monk. Josh Rock. Calvin Ritz. Adam Hunt. These were all the next comings. Where are they now? Stop the nonsense. Let the kid throw darts. If he's at Arsenal games, guess what he's not doing? He ain't practicing. So I wish the kid a lot of luck, but I'm betting against them. I like RVB to win this one 4-1. And the next game up, Luke Humphries, Joe Cullen. I think it'll be a beaut. I haven't liked the way that Luke Humphries has played, but I did take him at the tournament, so I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Cullen beats him. There's some really good odds for Joe Cullen to beat him. I took a Humphries, Gary Anderson, either winner of Gary Anderson Price final. I got to stay with it. I'm going to take Humphries to win this one 4-3. So I've got a 3-team parlay. Scott Williams, Dale Gurney, and Raymond Van Barneveld. It pays me 16 times my money for those 3 players. I think I got the best player in all 3 games. Crazy. I got 16 times my money. Plus 175 for Williams, plus 130 for Gurney, which I get. That makes sense. Plus 162 for Raymond Van Barneveld. You got to be kidding me. So if I lose one of the Scott Williams, Daryl Gurney games, trust me, I'm going all in on Raymond Van Barneveld over Luke Littler. Hope everyone enjoys the darts. There'll be a break on Sunday. I got my rum and egger. I'll finish off the night and try to get over the Toronto Maple Leafs loss and hopefully make some good money tomorrow. Cheers.